Hey guys, Tyler here. Before we start, this is going to be a quick video, and I'm sorry about the poor quality of the video right at the bat. I'm in my basement, I'm in a hurry. Kinda. Time to start of end of era. I'm in my basement, and I'm going to show you guys two things. These are going upstairs with me. This is going upstairs with me in a little bit. I have to do numbering. But before I do that, I want to show you guys something, okay? Now, I did a video on this maybe a year ago, but this is something kind of important. This right here came in a box, okay? Yes, I use it in my airport. This is American Airlines, and yes, I do use it for my airport when I have it set up. Yes, there's one muffler I know, and yeah, it's a little bent. But this truck, okay, came in a special box. Let me show you what box it came out of. Now, this box, okay, is up here for a reason. It's a special box. This box is worth money. For two reasons. It's a Kmart box. It actually has the original Kmart tag right there. Now this truck came out in, let's see here, copyrighted, no copyright unit, no copyright on here. There's no copyright here, but this thing was made for Kmart. There's a Kmart tag to prove it, and also it does say Kmart on here. It did say Kmart. It says something on here. It did say something on here on the back of the box. Or back of the box. It had Kmart on here. Now there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of these rigs made. But I got one of the 12. And this was actually made for the Kmart market. Actually on the back somewhere it says made for Kmart market only. Yep, right there. Made for Kmart. This is there, guys. Made for Kmart. For Kmart Corporation Toy Department. Now, this box is in good condition. I'm keeping this box where I had it. I'm putting that truck back where it goes, in the airport box. And yes, guys, I hardly play with it, but still. This is historical. I mean, yes, I do have one. This is the last thing that came out I actually do remember having. This came from a viewer maybe about a year ago when I had the peel box up, or 2 years ago now. I don't remember how long it's been now since I had this, but I'm not throwing this away because it's sentimental value, because it's a Kmart, and this came from a viewer maybe a year or two ago. I have to check my records to see, but this is a Kmart product, and this Kmart product came with this rig. It's a Kentworth rig, and yes. There's the back of the box to prove it. See, I got that one right there. It's right there. Now, I wouldn't mind having all these rigs. There's two of them I wouldn't mind. There's two of them I don't want. I would not want the boat, and I would not want the chopper. No offense to neither one of those, just that the boat and chopper, I'll lose those instantly. Besides that, I wouldn't mind having the rest of them. But this thing was made in. I'm thinking this would be made in late 90s. Late 90s, early 2000s. Oh, duh. Right under the rig, Tyler. That tells you what year this was made. Yeah, right. Made in China. Don't they use up the year on these things? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. This one does not have a year on it. Well, I can tell by the style of the rig, it's 80s or 90s. I can tell you right at the bat that it would be 80s or 90s. But it's not a sticker. It's actually painted. Wait. It's not a sticker. It's actually paint. This is actually not a sticker, guys. This isn't a sticker. This is actually engraved on the thing. But still, though, something from the 90s, 80s still looks pretty good for its age. I hardly use it, though, but yeah. It's cool to see an ancient piece of equipment like this. Now, Kmart also holds a lot to my heart because I had a relative that worked at Kmart for about 30 years. I had a relative of mine who used to work Kmart in Niles, Michigan for about almost 30 years. She's no longer with us, but yeah, she worked there for 30 years at the Kmart in Niles. And I can tell you right now, since Kmart closed down in Niles in the early 2000s, a lot has changed at that Kmart. Now, there used to be a Kmart, next to a Burger King, and across the street was a Payless. Well, you see here, Kmart closed, Burger King closed, the car dealership next to them expanded a little further. There's a bank there that's now closed. Now it's turned into a restaurant. But Kmart is still there, guys, but now it's a Rural King in Niles. And the thing is, though, down the street from that Rural King is a Walmart. Walmart was a normal Walmart before it became a supercenter in the mid 2000s. In the mid 2000s, it got bigger and they screwed everything up. Now, this is in Niles Township, or Brandywine, Michigan, which is technically classified as Niles Township. Last time I went to Walmart in Niles, in Brandywine, the water tower's of Brandywine, not Niles Township. A lot of things have changed since I was there back in July of this year. Kmart's still there. Rural King is still standing. And Rural King is still open. I bought a battery there for my lawnmower. Now I need a new lawnmower because the lawnmower's screwed up. But Kmart's still standing. It looks just like the Kmart. Even the sign looks like Kmart. It says Rural King on it now. There's a Burger King there. It's abandoned. There's a Payless there across the street. It's abandoned. But a couple things that were there are still there. The car dealership's still there. And the bowling alley's still there. Everything else is pretty much gone. But it's kind of an end of an era. Yeah, I know it's kind of an end of an era that a place like that is closed. But I mean, I remember going to Kmart when I was younger in Niles. Seeing my aunt. My aunt worked at the Little Caesars at the Kmart, which is back at the store. She actually lived across the street from there, and she lived in like a little house across the street. I mean, she had Kmart, she had Burger King, so if she wanted a burger, she'd go there before she go home. The thing is, though, her house is still standing. She moved up here, up where we used to live in Cole at the time, in the mid 2000s. She loved living up here. I mean, she moved here around, what, I don't know, say 2006, 2007. She moved up here. She loved living here until her passing. But the thing is, though, I'm telling you, I mean, first Niles closes down, then around 2013 or 2014, 2014 when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, the Kmart in Sturgis, Michigan. Niles first closed, then a few years later, the Kmart in Sturgis closed around the time Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. Now, when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, in Sturgis, that one closed down around 2013, 2014. And then in 2018, early 2018, around January, February of 2018, I went to Kmart in Acme Township, Michigan, and got some boots. I still have the boots to this day. I'm not getting rid of them. At the time I went to that Kmart, the Kmart was also closing. So yeah, it's kind of the end of an era. So yeah, it's an end of an era for Kmart, but still though, a Michigan company going under. That's not the way a Michigan company is going under. Big Boys also went under too. There's like 60 Big Boy restaurants left in the U.S. There's like over 200 of them in Japan still open, to my knowledge. That information is outdated. I have to look into it. But Big Boys is a Michigan company. So I let you guys go. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening. And now I gotta upload this video. Thanks for watching.